Do now? You sure?
Good sound. Okay, we're live.
All right, if you can hear us out there, we finally have sound.
Just put it out there into the universe.
If you weren't sitting in the booth, then you've missed out on some absolute A-class commentary for the first 6 outs of this ball game. Lachlan Ludbrook with a slow little roller to second base, Taylor Cavill.
It's upsetting because I've used all my good anecdotes.
That's our best jokes.
Have to make some up.
Right? No, you have to make anything up. No, just
do
start again. Hey, Act 2. Just nailed the opening like usual. So very good morning to everybody. This is the Under-18 State League Grand Final, Manly and Cronulla. It's Manly with the 1-0 lead here in the top of the first. Thank you, Kerry Jackson. That one flared into left field. It'll get down for a base hit off the bat at Ash Egan. I tell you what, mate, picked up a couple of big hits last week, Ash Egan. He's got himself another one here today.
Take a little dialing quote like that all day in a grand final.
So
in years to come, that'll have been laced down the line, held to a single off the wall.
Held to a single off the wall. The exact thing, the exact same thing.
Elite exit velo, all that stuff.
Sato Darshi now, Manly's starting right fielder. That's Manly's first hit of the ball game. So hit apiece, Manly with the first run. One on one. Egan with his lead at first. Not really a base running threat, that one though. Back to Messina. Don't they double play when you got two out, mate?
That's the one.
They don't carry over. So Cronulla allow a base runner for the second time. This time they're able to strand him though. And we'll head to the bottom of the second. Well, for the third time today, we'll bring you the lineups. Once I just put this one into the book. So Manly will do their defence. Now we'll start from the top. Luke Donaghy, he's the shortstop. He's batting first. Josh King is in centre field. Kane Flew at third base in the 3-hole. Zach Morris, your Manly Eagles starting pitcher. Dan Mills in left field, batting 5. Lachlan Ludbrook, the catcher, batting 6th. Ash Egan at first base in the 7th-hole. Sato Adashi batting 9 and batting 8, and Aidan Patterson batting 9. He's at second base. For Cronulla, Liam Anderson is designated hitter leading off the Cronulla Sharks batting order. Taylor Cavill bats in the 2-hole in the 4th spot in the field, which is second base. Muffed that before. Matt Trainer in centre field batting 3rd. Roland Angel at first base in the clean-up spot. Leading off will be Jack Fletcher in right. He's the right fielder. Lachlan Griffiths will bat 2nd here in the bottom of the 2nd. He's the Cronulla 3rd baseman. Colin Sheehan, the catcher, batting 7th. Ruben Cordina in left field, batting 8th. And Lewis Gardner, the shortstop, rounding out the Cronulla Sharks lineup. Lewis Messina, the pitcher for Cronulla.
Jack Fletcher, the right fielder, leading it off for Cronulla. Here we are, bottom of the 2nd.
Steve Bigwood is your umpire. Good to see him recover from last week's knock he took to the arm. There's some bruising for him, no serious damage. That one ripped up the line, but foul. Brendan Lee at first, Andrew Clements at second, and Billy Green in the hot corner over at third.
Interesting. Last inning and this inning, both lead-off hitters first pitch swinging.
Well, you know, when you've got a dominant pitcher up there in Zach Morris, who's been pretty good all year, you need to...
Yeah, maybe ambush sit on a fastball.
That's it. Cronulla with the 9 wins and 4 losses on the season, giving them the first spot in the regular season. They won 8 out of their first 10. One's fouled off. Manly finishing with 9 wins and 5 losses, scraping through on the last day of the regular season. It took the washout round for them to clinch 4th spot. And one ripped up the line but foul. Cronulla scoring 96 runs on the season, conceding 62. Actually, might be a little bit... Well, we'll include the finals as well. Manly with 122 runs scored on the season, conceding 59. So a 29-run difference in the differential column between these two teams. Manly have won 6 in a row. Cronulla lost the last game of their season and regular season. So they have just the one game in the winning streak. And a nice backward running, jumping catch there by the Manly shortstop, Luke Donaghy. And he records out number 1.
Lovely play there from Donaghy. Running back, awkward spot. Looked like he might have started backpedaling a little bit, made it a little harder for himself, but made the grab in the end. Good play.
And this under-18s grand final is a replay of sorts of the 2018 under-18 grand final between these two clubs. Won by Manly late in the game on a 3-run sacrifice fly. Lachlan Griffiths keeps it well out of the range of Luke Donaghy there. Hard hit ball straight back up the middle. Gets himself aboard with 1 out here in the bottom of the second. And it's also a replay of the 2022 Senior League State Championship final, won by Manly. Both teams heading down to the National Championships in Geelong of that year. Cronulla runners up, losing to the Eastern Athletics in the final. That one lifted again. Underneath it, Dan Mills. You're not wrong about those first pitch swinging, mate. That's 3 in the inning. 2 of them, well, one of them resulting in a hit, one of them resulting in an out. And that was the second out of the inning for the Manly defence.
Be interesting to see if they maintain that approach, because it'll be keeping Morris's pitch count down.
And Zach Morris certainly won't have a problem with that. Manly finishing 4th in that National Championships down in Geelong back in 2022. Fun fact about Zach Morris, mate, he actually booked a trip to Bali to leave last Saturday.
Attaboy. Suck up the cancellation fee.
That's it. Rebooked it. He leaves at 5 o'clock this afternoon.
So he's hoping it doesn't go to extras.
So he's praying for sun all week, making sure the game didn't get washed out or potentially delayed. And there was a rumour or a possibility that the game time might have changed for today.
Midday or something.
Well, we do have a 4-hour gap in between our games today.
Yeah.
And there was the distinct threat that maybe they pushed the 18s back, but thankfully that didn't come to fruition.
Laced into left field there. Runners hold at second, so first and second occupied.
So a couple of runners here for Manly with 2 out. Oh, sorry, a couple of runners for Cronulla here with 2 out. Ruben Condino with the single into left field. Brings up the 9-hole hit up for Cronulla in Lewis Gardner, the shortstop. And pitcher and catcher are just going to get together for a moment. Zach Morris, 26 2/3 innings on his season. 7 starts, 4 relief appearances, sorry. 7 of them starts, 4 relief appearances. Pitched to a 3.71 ERA with 11 of his 14 runs earned on 17 hits. Just 11
Just gonna
walks,
stop
35 strikeouts, and 10 of those caught looking. Ball 1 to Lewis Gardner for Cronulla.
I suppose the saving grace, if you're an under 18 and you're flying out to another country at the end of this, you're not actually missing any celebrations, win or lose.
Quite true. Now, pitch is called a ball. So runs the move up 90 feet. Now an opportunity here for Cronulla to potentially take the lead here in the bottom of the second. Lewis Gardner, a 297 hitter. Got a pair of runners in scoring position.
First big moment early in the game.
And he has a 143 batting average with runners in scoring position. Now hello to Tommy Organ.
Hey, Tommy.
Manly legend, tuning into this game.
Good to have you with us.
If you are watching on the stream, guys, feel free to say good day. More than happy to answer your questions if you have any. Shout out to Brendan Johnson. We'll certainly use plenty of the material we used in the first inning and a half that you guys didn't hear. Some of which I've already covered.
It's a call on the corner there. Runs a count full. Rather 2-2.
Breaking pitch just at the top of the zone. Manly thought they had the call. Morris was heading towards the dugout.
He took the step, he did.
He had to chuck a quick 180.
Yeah, I mean, first base is open, but you don't want to turn it over to the top of the lineup with 2 outs.
Cronulla hitting 321 with runners in scoring position on the season. See what they can muster here. 3-2 pitch. Fouled off. Not a chance here for Gardner. Morris takes a deep breath on top of the mound. Fires in the next 3-2. Breaking pitch. Top of the zone. Ball 4. 2 close pitches. Manly thought they were out of the inning. But Gardner backs himself and he's rewarded with the walk. And just as you mentioned, Scotty Fielding, Cronulla have loaded the bases and they do turn it over back to the top of the order.
It's a gutsy lead, 3-2 that pitch. Did well.
Good piece of batting. Top of the zone, there to the leadoff man. Lee Madison struck out to start the top of the first. Tasked here with getting Cronulla on the board.
Swing there, lifts it up. Second base goes back, takes the grab. Manly escapes the jam, bases loaded. Cronulla not quite able to get that clutch hit.
So Manly preserve their 1-0 lead. Cronulla with a bunch of hits. They load the bases, but they can't do anything with it. We'll head to the third, and it's the Eagles on top, 1-0. Are we off? So Manly will send his brother, Aiden Patterson, to the dish to start us off here in the top of the third. Will be 9-1-2. I'll get my numbers right in a minute. Struggling with names and numbers. Inside to Aiden Patterson. For ball one. So with Cronulla finishing the regular season on top of the standings, they played in the preliminary final a fortnight ago. It was a 4-0 victory against the Red Hawks. Their 4 runs coming on just 5 hits. They made 1 error in the field. Lewis Messina went 5 innings, 4 of those hits coming off him. 9 walks, 2 strikeouts. He threw 95 pitches, 44 for strikes. And the game was closed out by Dylan Mogginson with 4 innings pitched, picking up the save. Just allowing 1 hit, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. Ripped up the line. Liam Anderson, Ryland Angel, Jack Fletcher and Lewis Gardner with the runs for them, with Ryland Angel driving in 2. Cole Sheehan and Lewis Gardner, the other 2 runs for a 4-0 shutout prelim final victory. They've had the week off. And he now in the decider. Into the bat by Liam Patterson. Has he got enough speed to get there?
He's put him off the base.
Won't matter. It's a high throw from the pitcher. And Aiden Patterson will reach on probably what will be recorded an error.
You might want to brush the chalk off the end of that bat.
Hey, mate, whatever works.
Absolutely, be a little squibber.
So Manly with a base runner here. They've had a base runner in the first to start the first. They have a base runner to start the third. They've had a base runner in the first 3 innings so far today. But Cronulla turned their lineup over on a 2-out walk. Manly turned their lineup over on a squibber back to the pitcher. Which brings back up Luke Donaghy. Scored our first run of the game. On the zone, 2-0 here to the Manly leadoff.
First pitch. Messina certainly looked like he wanted that call.
Manly had to play 2 games to get to this grand final after finishing the regular season in 4th. Long hold by Messina, trying to time out Aiden Patterson. That one ripped up the line, and that's going to be foul.
Oh.
Just taking a left-hand turn at the last minute. Billy Green with the call up there in the hot corner.
Right on top of it.
Manly winning over Borkham Hills 9-3. They scored 5 runs in the 4th, on 2 runs in the 6th, and then 2 runs in the 8th, and allowed just a run in the 3rd and a run in the 6th against Borkham Hills. Manly's 9 runs coming on 9 hits. They walked 6 times, struck out 14 times. Borkham Hills managed 10 hits, but couldn't quite do a bunch with them.
Donaghy faking bunt there, pulls it back.
Just trying to throw out the rhythm of Messina there. Dan Mills and Austin Hall, the only starters for Manly who didn't get a hit. Outside corner again. That's back-to-back walks here for Luke Donaghy in his under-18 grand final. Bullpens are empty so far. Aiden Patterson, Connor Clark through 4 innings each. And then Zach Morris came out and closed it out, striking out a pair of Borkham Hills batters. And last week it was that 4-3 win against Ryde. Ryde scoring 3 in the bottom of the first, Manly scoring 3 in the top of the second, and then donuts the rest of the way until the 8th. What do you reckon here, mate? Scotty, two on.
I think
Nobody out.
I think you're bunting.
Yeah, I probably think you are too.
Absolutely. Certainly Cronulla are playing for it. It's early in the game. Get 2 runners and scoring with 1 out. Trust your 3-hole hitter.
Saw the effects on Wednesday night with not getting down a bump with nobody out and runners on first and second.
Oh, interesting. He's swinging at both.
Yeah, he swung at both those outside pitches, so Josh King will have to adjust here. Messina went inside to get him to strike out back in the first. We'll see if he applies something similar here.
King with the big open stance.
Nice location there by Messina. Chances are he wasn't going to get a third swing out there, but when you're ahead 0-2...
Yeah, may as well go fishing.
That's it.
Let's just see where they come back inside on him now. No, looking set up away, maybe off speed. Swings through it for a strikeout.
Climbs the ladder, elevates the eyes of King. He's not happy with himself. Down on strikes the second time today.
Manly's going to be hoping that's not an opportunity missed to move those 2 runners up. Looking for the hit now from Kane Flew.
And a sack fly back in the first. It's going back to that Rye game. It was Lachlan Ludbrook who led it off. Drew the walk and then came around to score on a Luke Donaghy single back up the middle with 2 out. And that was the game-winning run. Rye had a couple of runners on in the bottom of the 9th, but a double play. And then a fly ball to centre field finished the game and confirmed Manly's spot in this grand final. Flew lifts it, left field. The shortstop Gardner's back for it as well. But Ruben Cordina will be out there to make the catch. And
I believe almost indicating thin field fly, I thought for a second.
well, it was there or thereabouts. Kind of makes the bunt redundant now, as the sacrifice fly would have been too shallow to score the run, but
Yep, absolutely.
may have changed the approach of the hitter, may have changed the approach of the pitcher with runners on second and third and 1 out. So I guess we'll never know. Like you said, Scott, I hope that it's not an opportunity missed for Manly's sake.
Clean up hitter now, though, so put the ball hard in play last time up. So Morris looking to forward his own cause.
Grounded out to the shortstop, Lewis Gardner, to finish the first after Manly had scored the run off the bat of Kane Flew via the sacrifice fly. So
quite a good crowd here today, Lukey, at the ground.
yeah,
It's good to see family and friends all here.
filling up nicely. That one ripped to the left side, but only as far as Lachlan Griffiths. He sets his feet, funnels the ball, makes the feed over to first, and records out number 3. So we'll head to bottom of number 3. Manly 1-0 over Cronulla. Talon Cabell will lead us off here in the bottom of the third. Thanks to Shannon Bickle, making sure I've called the players by their right names. I was probably looking at Jack Fletcher when I said Lachlan Griffiths, hence why I called him Jackson Griffiths. There's a Jackson Griffiths out there in the baseball world. Talon Cabell flew out in foul territory, just in the first.
We've got an exuberant fan just letting us know it's Jackson Griffiths. Got it.
That's right, not as bad as last Friday night when I was calling the Eastern Suburbs Dolphins the Cronulla Sharks.
Hey. Even if they're critics, that means they're still listening.
That's right, I certainly appreciate the feedback, and I promise I try to only make the mistake once.
Mate, at the MCG would have beer throwing this, so hard to complain.
2-1 here to Talon Cabell, top of the zone.
Doesn't get the call.
Three and 1. Gets Cabell to foul off. This is certainly a name you don't want to get wrong.
No.
Which one is it? Jaden? Blake?
Well, you can't throw a stone without hitting a Cavill in this league.
It's probably the best of the three in Taylor. I always say the youngest is the best. Is anything like his older brothers? Got big future ahead of him.
He'll be absolutely fine. Hit hard.
Nice grab there by Aidan Patterson. Hard hit ball off the bat of Talon Cabell. Patterson took a couple of steps to his left, stuck the glove out, and it was, look what I found. It's out number 1 here in the bottom of the third.
Cabell getting some high fives in the dugout there, and so he should. It's a good at bat. Can't help the line drive getting it out, making it out.
That's it. Worked at the 3 and 1, fouled off the 3-1. Got himself into that full count. It's probably the deepest a Cronulla batter has gone. Well, has had a couple of full count at bats to work around. That one's ripped into centre field. Long run for Josh King. Picks it up and fires it back in quickly, but it's a 1-out double there for Matt Trainer. Our first extra base hit of the morning. And again, first pitch swinging, Scotty.
Yeah, it's his second hit of the game.
2 for 2.
Single and the double out of the way, just the triple and the bomb.
Yeah, they're the easiest parts of the cycle, right?
Well, I would hazard just that the triple shouldn't be too hard for an under 18.
Especially on this large field.
They're supposed to be young and fast. They're athletic.
Yeah. Oh, that one ripped foul.
So look to get the triple out of the way and then muscle up for the bomb and collapse the back leg and swing your absolute heart out. Last time you come up.
You might not even have to do that. You know, if you're quick enough, you could hit into the corner.
Yeah, you could go on. Yeah, get one down in the right spot.
Go off to the races.
First baseman Angel now hitting.
It's not a lot. Not a lot of times you see the ball leave here at the best of times. Let alone as an under 18 swinging a wood bat. Roland Angel now looking to drive in that run of Trainer at second. Flew out to right field to end the first.
Morris's radar just slightly off this at bat. Missing outside on a few pitches.
Yeah, go into that slider a lot. Don't rely on it too much. Don't be too predictable. Foul tipped in and out of the glove of Ludbrook behind the dish. That'll leave the count at 2 apiece. Morris is taking his time on the mound to set himself up. Ryan Angel, second best hitter in this Cronulla Sharks lineup average-wise. hitting 387. Getting on base at a 568 clip.
Do we know if he played the first or second grade as well?
Might have to take a little bit more discovery to...
We need more producers. Bigger budget.
I'll talk about the budget, man. It's just... It's about another 52 screen touches to find that information out.
Oh, do it again. Another payoff pitch to Angel.
8 singles, 4 doubles. Driven in 11, scored 13 times himself. Dozen walks and half a dozen strikeouts. So good.
It's a very good year.
Walk to strikeout ratio there. Three-two. Tipped into the glove of Ludbrook. Big out there for Manly. Retiring one of Cronulla's best hitters in the year.
Gutsy pitch, well executed.
And even bigger out is that Ryland Angel is a 600 hitter with runners in scoring position.
Ooh.
Don't actually know the at-bats to actual successful hits. It's just a number on the screen.
It's either 3 for 5 or 6 for 10.
Yeah. That's it.
Either way.
More often than not, he's driving in a run. On this occasion, Morris sits him down. So 2 out here for Jack Fletcher.
Popped out behind short last at bat, I believe.
No, that was a leaping catch by
Yep.
Luke Donaghy.
That's right. Yep.
Backpedaling leap.
He's on that. Fouled straight back.
Jack Fletcher hitting 312 on the season. OPS of 1,001. 10 hits, 7 singles, a double, 2 triples. That one fouled off again, so going deep into this count. Drove in 8, scored 15. And again, 14-5 walk to strikeout ratio. Okay, good patience at the plate.
Yeah.
Just one strikeout looking. Who's behind in the count here.
It's good plate discipline, like for under 18s especially.
Yep.
Little runners off to third base there.
Doesn't matter though, because it's going to be a strikeout to end the inning. I reckon he probably may have even had him thrown out at third as well. But Fletcher goes down. A pair of strikeouts to end the inning for Zach Morris. We are 1-0 in favour of Manly over Cronulla in our under 18 grand final. Fourth inning here in this under-18 grand final, and Manly are going to send up 5, 6, 7 in Mills, Ludbrook and Egan. Lewis Messina back out for his fourth inning of work. He threw 25 innings on the year, 3 starts, 5 out of the pen. Picked up 2 wins. They've got 9 earned runs on 32 hits, 18 strikeouts, 18 walks. So an even distribution there. Although he did have 4 hit batters, so 22 free passes. Dan Mills.
Almost 5 then.
Almost 5. Half of his strikeouts were of the looking variety. Had it pitched to a 3.24 ERA, stranding 39. When you put, I want to say, 20 runners on, he stranded 39 on the year. So
This game as advertised so far, real game of pitching and defence. Tight affair.
put 54 runners on base. He stranded 39 of them.
Likes to get himself in and out of trouble.
You know, a pitcher who likes to do that too. Dan Mills rips it through the left side and into left field. Second hit of day for Manly.
Oh, I've got one that springs to mind. Who are you thinking
Yeah,
of?
same guy. Same guy.
I don't know if it is, actually.
No, I reckon big, tall Japanese righty.
Oh, no. Oh, him too. I was thinking of someone a little bit older from my earlier days.
Okay. I was thinking more recently. Wears a similar coloured jersey to the team with the swinging the stick in this inning.
Yes, he does.
Shout out Leo Matsuo.
Yeah, I think I saw he's on holidays at the moment. Could be wrong. Might have been something on my social media feed.
Getting some downtime before the winter season kicks off just after the Easter break.
Now, my immediate go-to on that regard was Phil Ardill.
Okay. Shout out Phil Ardill.
Yep.
Funky Phil.
Funky as the Blue Sox fans know him.
One up and away. Lachlan Ludbrook. Popped out to the second baseman, Taylor Cavill.
Yeah, I think there was one year when Phil was relieving in first grade for Ryde Eastwood against Borkham Hills, if memory serves. Tied ball game, comes out in the bottom of the inning, loads the bases on 3 walks, and then strikes out the side.
Yeah, that's Leo Masuo all over.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Phil came running back in the dugout like, who had any doubt? As he would. G'day, Dillis, you listening?
Three and 1 here to Lachlan Ludbrook. Takes the 3-0 down the pipe. See if he's taking all the way here. Sheegan, the man on deck.
Gets the call. Inside corner.
Don't like it when a hitter looks back at the umpire.
Yeah.
Got to get after it here, Lachie Ludbrook. Has Messina got what it takes to record the first out of the inning? Fouls it off over onto Olympic Drive Boulevard. Got a 3-2 here for Lachlan Ludbrook. Lifts it up, right side. Another long run for Ryland Angel. This one's going to get over the netting, though, and land on the family hill in right field. Ludbrook, 235 hitter on the year. Got on base. 371 clip, slug for 275. An OPS of 645. He's got 12 hits. One of them a triple. Drove in 6. Scored 12, 11 walks, 15 strikeouts. Down and away, draws the walk. So a similar situation as Manly faced in the third, and Jaden Cavill's going to come out and have a quick chat with his pitcher.
You have to settle him down. He's not labouring at all. Just give him a chance to take a breath. And it looks like have a chat with the infield about how they're going to defend this play.
I think with Manly missing the opportunity in the last, they need to drop the bunt down and move the runners over. They might be looking at it now with the 7, 8, 9 hitters due up. At least it'll give Hasato Adachi a chance for a sack fly if actually he can move them over.
Yep.
Or even a wild pitch from Messina to score another run. The Big Wood just goes out to break up the meeting on the mound. Messina asks for another baseball. And Bigwood tosses that one out of play, so must have had too many strikeouts on it. Maybe too many walks for Messina. So Ash Egan.
Cronulla first baseman, not too shallow at this point. Let's see if he comes in. Certainly alive for the bunt.
Couple hits last week and a hit already here this morning. And that one on the ground to the third baseman in Lachlan Griffiths. He goes to Cavill for one and then over to his first baseman, Roland Angel, to complete the twin killing. So Manly, 2 opportunities and they have come up missing on both of them. Mark that down on your scorebook as an opportunity miss for Manly. Runners on first and second, nobody out. They don't go to the bunt.
First pitch
ground
swinging
into a double
too.
play.
Yeah, first pitch swinging, grounds to the left side. That's a real coach killer.
Now Masato Adachi's going to have to do more than hit it back to the pitcher. Outside corner. Caught a strike by umpire Steve Bigwood. Looks like Zach Morris will be coming out for the 4th. Top of the zone. Laid off by Adachi. Sounds like the Cronulla supporters wanted that one, but they didn't get it. Count even at 1-1. One inside, making Adachi jump out of the way. Now a couple of arms up in the Cronulla pen, starting to loosen. Just doing some band work and some weighted ball.
Nothing too serious at this stage.
She fouls it off. Dylan Mogginson up there. And the weighted ball against the fence. And it looks like Oscar Bogus as well.
2-2 the count. Manly looking for a big hit. Try to double their lead.
Yeah, run it. Third base for them. If Darcy can put it in play, lifts it. But it'll only go as far as Matt Trainer. Mills crosses the plate, but it won't count. And nice defense there by the Sharks. They concede a couple of base runners, but a ground ball gets the double play. And then Messina gets the fly ball to finish the inning. Manly can't add to the lead. They'll have the 1-0 lead heading into the bottom of inning number 4. So Zach Morris is back out here for the fourth, and it'll be an interesting decision for the Manly coaching staff how long they let him go. They've kept him under 60 the majority of the season to keep him in the field. They do have the ability to throw him past that and then keep him in the game as the DH. So that's pitch number 55 for him. Manly do have an arm warming up, but I don't think he's going to be ready in the next 5 pitches. So maybe they're just getting him ready to come in at some point if Morris runs into some trouble here. Tips it off the glove. Ludbrook missing out.
Now he's going to want to be on their toes defensively this inning. Those Cronulla guys came in pretty pumped up after they introduced that double play ball. Got out of the inning with no damage. So they're feeling good about themselves,
Scotty,
I suspect.
it's not Jackson Griffiths, it's Lachlan Griffiths, the hitter. The third baseman. Started that double play. And he's just going to jam it back to Zach Morris to record out number 1. No movement out of the pen, out of the dugout yet, so Manly happy just to let Morris roll here. I hope that they can get to 2 outs by pitch 59. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. We've just double-checked the the lineup, and it's actually written as Jackson Griffiths. Yes, it's Jackson Griffiths. I've been calling him Lachlan Griffiths.
Ah, so you're the one that's been doing it wrong.
So I have been doing it wrong. I wrote it down wrong. Just when I thought I was getting myself right. Jeez. You know, I thought I was getting confused, and I just confused myself being confused.
Been there. Nice pumping in the strikes this inning.
Yeah, we know this. He knows he hasn't got a lot of pitches to work with.
What's he up to now?
Well, this is going to take him into 60, so
Okay.
it may be his last batter if they want to keep him in the field. Poked. Flare. King. In. Catches. Went deep enough for him. Thought for a moment it might have dropped in short. But it carried out to the centre fielder, Josh King. And Zach Morris is going to be left out here to make out number 3.
Cordina looking to start a rally for Cronulla. Hit a hard line drive in the left field his last time up. Fouled out of play.
When they review it for Cordina?
Let me just check that.
Oh, 28. His batter's wearing 81. There's no 81 in the lineup, so maybe Cordina forgot his jersey today.
It's definitely 28 in the lineup.
Swing and a miss. Evens the count at 2-2.
Although, knowing the coach's father of Cronulla as we do, could it be some Cavill shenanigans?
No, it's probably a I left the jersey at home.
Which is very much an under 18 thing to do.
Correct.
Like, Mum didn't put it in the car.
Ground ball to Donaghy. Couple of bounces. Scoops it up. Fires the cross. And it's a 1-2-3 inning work by Zach Morris here to complete the 4th. Manly leading 1-0. We head to the 5th inning here in this under-18 State League Grand Final. So top of inning number 5. We're in a 1-0 ball game. Manly with one run on 2 hits. Cronulla shut out so far on 4 hits. They made 1 error so far.
Both teams in the exact same spot in the lineup. 9 holes leading off.
Both pitchers are around the same similar pitch count.
Yeah.
Morris with 66,
trading
Messina
zeros.
with 61.
Yep.
Manly with Connor Clark up in the pen. Maybe he gets the bottom half of this inning. Dylan Mogginson not yet throwing for Cronulla up there. Let's see how long Jaden Cabell goes with Messini's.
Hayden Pattinson with
No,
touch on the Nomar Garcia Paras.
No reason for Cronulla to be concerned though.
Adjusting the gloves.
Still zeros up on the board apart from that first inning.
Yeah.
3-0 though, into the leadoff. Now Ethan Bickle's going to run up to the Cronulla bullpen and maybe say, hey, get a move on, boys. Shannon Bickle watching on at home. Shout out to Shannon. He's the one that corrected me first on that Jackson Griffiths
Debacle,
we will call it. Shout out to Shannon. Apologies to the Jackson Griffiths. Still getting your name wrong after 2 people told me it was wrong. Hopefully for the next 5 innings I can get it right. Aidan Patterson reached on the error. Start the 3rd. This time lifts right field. Jack Fletcher, and I tell you what, that is the exact location where Manly won the 2018 grand final. Foul ball, a fly ball caught in foul territory with the bases loaded. All 3 runners came in to score in the top of the 9th. And for the first time in 12 years, Manly won the under-18 State League Championship. 3 of those players now playing overseas, 2 of them in college, 1 of them professionally. A shout out to that one back off the glove of Messina, but this time
makes the play.
Cronulla make the out. And they tie Aidan Patterson for the first out. Yeah, Jalen Ray and Aidan Torpy both in college over in the US, and Josh Gessner in AA Round Rock with the Texas Rangers.
Excellent. Good to see still over there.
Manly back to the top of the order with Luke Donaghy, a pair of walks, the first one of the game, which scored our first and only run of the game so far. All the best in your recovery there, Shannon Bickle, laid up in hospital at the moment. Donaghy rips it, but there's a man out there, and his name's Ruben Cordina. If that's who it is, he's got a different number on, so he's yet to be confirmed. There's no 81 in the lineup. Maybe they've used an illegal player. There might have to be an investigation later on, but...
Sound like Jeff Tuvey.
Luke Donaghy flying out to left field for out number 2. And
I think Jalen Ray and Blake Cavill playing the same college squad.
They do.
They do.
They are at West Kansas University and
both playing well.
Off to a good start. Unfortunately, I've seen more highlights of Jaden Cavill than I have of Jalen Ray, but good to see them linking up.
Yeah, I think I saw Blake's hitting the cover off the ball over there.
Well, he hit the cover off the ball down here, but obviously better conditions over there where the ball travels a little bit further than it does here. Also maybe facing a little bit better pitching with a bit more velo, which means the ball travels a little further, and Josh King is going to ground out to end the top of the 5th. And Manly go down in order for the first time today. After Cronulla went down in order to finish the 4th. They've responded with a 1-2-3 of their own. Cronulla will head to the home half here in this under-18 grand final. Cronulla trailing 1-0. So, Scotty, I knew when I said Kansas, it wasn't right. It's West Kentucky. They are pretty close by, though, 10 and a half hours apart.
Is that all?
Well, they're not exactly on either sides of the country. Thank you to Robert Hazan for correcting me there. Zach Morris back out. He won't accept the ground ball.
Let his second baseman take it.
But he's going to claim that he tipped it so he can get the assists. But I definitely didn't see any movement on the ball, so we'll go with the 4-3 ground out there off the bat of Lewis Gardner. Last time Gardner turned the lineup over, drawing the walk to load the bases. This time he grounds out to start the 5th. Change up there to Liam Anderson for a called strike 1. Tell me, was Lewis Gardner on first pitch? Maybe second.
It might have been second, yeah.
Yeah. So Cronulla maybe just laying off the first pitch strategy. Jumped on that one.
Probably not a bad idea. I mean, Luke's thrown up a lot of zeros. He's thrown all zeros so far. Zach Morris. Cronulla looking to see if they can make inroads into the Manly bullpen.
Connor Clark's back in the Manly dugout now, so I think he'll be ready to go when called upon. It's huge last week for Manly, 4 1/3. Sean Shivers going to his pen early. Just 1.5 times through the lineup for Aiden Patterson against Ryde last week. Outside corner, called strike 3. 4th strikeout on the morning, which is now afternoon for Zach Morris. Just 2 for Lewis Messina on the Cronulla side of things, and 2 kickouts here for the Manly defence. Swing and a miss there by Taylor Cavill. Head was in the stars.
Well, if it's afternoon, hopefully that means that John Farrant and a few of the Manly Mavericks are down at the Four Pines Brewery in Brookvale, celebrating the end of their season in the minor leagues.
Yeah, that one ripped into centre field. Josh King can't make the catch, and that's going to be costly. Taylor Cavill turns around 1. He's headed to 2. Dan Mills will clean it up out there in left field. And it's going to be a triple there for Taylor Cavill. Josh King, he showed zero confidence in that ball, and as soon as I saw him kept charging, I thought he's going to lay out for this and he's going to miss it. And sure enough, it gets past him. His hands are on his head. He can't believe what he's done. And Cronulla now 90 feet away from tying up this ball game with the 3-4-5 hitters coming up.
Yeah, if any time again, that's a ball you should round up. Keep it to a single.
Yeah, 2 out. You want to keep the man off third.
Didn't get the jump, unfortunately.
Low percentage play. And pitches like that, where Morris is going to the breaking pitch and the slider going away from the batter. Lachlan Ludbrook's got his work cut out for him to keep that runner at third. Taylor Cavill, a live wire on the bases. You'd think any sniff of an opportunity he sees, he'll be scoring. Matt Trainer, he's a single and a home run, a triple and a home run away from the cycle. He'll be happy with a single here, but he's behind 1 and 2.
Second big moment of the game.
Yeah, Manly got out of the bases loaded jam in the previous inning. One thing in their favour is that there is 2 outs, so they can get the ball on the ground or in the air to secure the 3rd out. Cavill be
going to drop it in.
Retired, but he pokes it in the right field. The ball gets under the glove of Sato Adachi, so 2 fielding errors. And Matt Trainer's going to go all the way to 3rd.
He's looking to dig for 4.
He's going for 4. Ludbrook with the catch. It's a tag. He's home. Great relay by the Manly defence. It's cost them a run. And Matt Trainer is now a home run away from the cycle, but he's tied this ball game up here in the 5th. The error to Hasano Adachi. We'll see how it's officially scored. But Cronulla have brought their fans into this ball game. And we are all tied up, headed to the 6th. So Cronulla, they've sprung to life here in the 6th. They've had their chances, and they've finally been given the opportunity. They've tied this ball game up on at least one triple and then a 2-base error. But I'm going to put it down to the triple.
Keep the cycle alive.
Keep the cycle alive. He's going to have to do it. He's going to do it in order as well if he gets the home run at some point in this game. He's gone single, double, then unofficially triple.
That's what we'll be calling it. Matt Trainer, swing out of your shoes next time, big guy.
20 years' time, he'll be telling his kids that he hit a game-tying triple in the 5th of the Under-18 State League Championships. Came flew with a single back up the middle. Cronulla still haven't quite got their bullpen going, so they're happy to go with Messina here. He's just 63 pitches into the day. Both pitchers currently facing the no decision through 5.
As we say it, there's a little bit of movement out there in the Cronulla bullpen.
It's starting to get going now. Mogginson's going to go out and warm up.
I think given where we are in the game, you want to do that anyway.
Yeah.
Messina's throwing well. He doesn't seem to be tired or he's not labouring. That's first sign of trouble. It's a grand final.
And I think at this
must-win game.
You're really going kind of 80 in and outing. Very rarely you're seeing guys go the distance. Especially in a 9-inning game, he rarely played more than 7 or 8 innings, let alone 9 all season long.
Yep.
And sure, you might be dominating. You don't want to go to the pen
only
too early.
takes a couple of hitters.
We saw on Wednesday night a pitching change can change the course of a game, and even not making the pitching change can change the course of the game. Both of those things happen on Wednesday night.
Yep.
And we'll see who makes the first move. Zach Morris, 2 balls and a strike. 0 for 2 with a pair of groundouts to the left side. This time he's lifted it, but only as far as Cordina in left field. To record out number 1. Cronulla want to put up a 0 here and consolidate this 1-all ball game.
Dan Mills steps in. He's 1 for 2. Shortly at first.
Down and in. He takes the first pitch from Messina. So Cronulla going to fire up 2 lefties. It looks like Mogginson might be ready. Stop throwing up there.
Yeah.
Maybe ready to go if Messina runs into situation here. Does Cavill make the change if Mills gets on base here with Ludbrook and Egan due up? The next lefty isn't until Patterson down the 9 hole. And it really matters when you're going lefty-lefty though. Falling behind here, 3-0. It's the 4th time he's got himself into a 3-0 count. Roland Angel just going out and offering some words of advice. Cena turns to the mound. And it's going to be a 4-pitch walk to Dan Mills. Maybe Messina just being a little bit careful. Now Mogginson's going to go back up and get going once more. Josh Lavender's asking the question, are we making a change? But I think the signal there was for one more batter here for Messina. What can Lachlan Ludbrook do? Grounded out and walked. Fourth walk of the ball game for Messina. Zach Morris gets, just a 1 for Zach Morris, which loaded the bases back in the 2nd. Finds the zone, outside corner. Record strike. So I think this might be Messina's last batter.
If it is, he's had a good game.
Over 80 pitches now. This is pitch 82. Nails it off. Brook now in an 0-2 hole. Got a pair of runners on. Needs to move them over. Give Ash Egan a chance to give Manly back the lead. Cronulla will have 4, 5, 6 in Angel, Fletcher and Griffiths. Poked it right side. Battle continue here for Ludbrook. Just the one hit in the playoffs for Lachlan Ludbrook. It came against Borkham Hills. But 1 for 4 against Borko. 0 for 3 last week against Wright. Outside corner. Good plate discipline there shown by the Manly catcher. Messina's had a few swing and misses on that pitch on the outside corner. Messina fine. Get out pitch here. Pokes right side. Soft fly ball to the right fielder. And Jack Fletcher who makes the catch. And it looks like they're going to stick with Messina. And the 6th inning is his. Maybe you see Mogginson in the 7th. When you get an out.
Yep.
Good now, you earn the right to go again. Ash Egan.
Give him a chance to get out of the inning, see if his offense can get the lead, put him on the hook for the win.
Takes first pitch down the middle. And he gets 1 for 2. He doubled into the, or grounded into the double play rather, back in the 4th. We want to erase that memory and try and give Manly the lead here. In the dirt, nicely blocked there by the catcher, Sheehan. Keeps the runners at first and second. Outside. 2-1 now to Ash Egan. Kane flew at second. He'll fancy his chances to score or anything hit into the outfield.
Just got to get it out there first. Egan with 1 for 2, though.
But the ball in play twice. This time, little bleeder into centre field.
Drop.
Flew will turn the corner at third, and he will come in to score. Mills had the bit of a stretch on second base, and Ash Egan, 2 hits last week, 2 hits today, and a huge one here in the 6th. It's an RBI single to give Manly the lead. And Cronulla will persist with Messina. The signal went back to the bullpen to get Mogginson going again. Masato Adachi now. See if he can't keep things going. 2 for 3 day for Ash Egan.
Big hitter, I think. This time it's an interesting call to leave him in the game, Messina.
He's going to test their luck with the 8 and 9 hole hitters potentially. Mills was standing off the bag when that throw came back in from the centre fielder trainer, but thankfully for Cronulla, didn't get too far away. Outside corner, 1 ball and 1 strike. They Manly respond. They gave up the run in the bottom of the 5th. They get a 2-out RBI base hit from Ash Egan to retake the lead here in the 6th. An error to each team. Just the 4 hits for Manly, 7 for Cronulla. Another 3-0 count here. Sato Adachi with a chance to load the bases.
I think either way, this has got to be Messina's last hitter.
Yeah, I think given... Yep, Blake Cavill, Jaden Cavill's calling for it.
Yeah, they're sending out someone out there to bullpen.
And they've got
the message.
They've got the message from the pen that Mogginson's ready to go. Check on the run up Mills. That's second.
And if it is, he's thrown a hell of a ball game. He's kept his team right in this.
Pitch count into the 90s. That's 4-pitch walk for Hasato Adachi, and that will be the day for Lewis Messina. Pitch count up to 94. He'll leave the bases loaded and hand it over to the lefty, his fellow lefty, Dylan Mogginson, who makes his way from the pen to the mound. We'll take a quick break and we'll come back with the rest of this top half of the 6th inning. And that's a pitching change here for Cronulla. It'll be lefty on lefty with Aidan Patterson.
Nowhere to put him.
Takes the first pitch. Good
First
approach
pitch.
there.
Yep. Settle the nerves.
There's nothing worse, Scotty, than a hitter hacking at the first pitch against a new pitcher.
Yeah.
I mean, it's great that it comes off, but 99 times out of 100,
Absolutely.
you're getting out, especially with the bases loaded.
Oh.
Flare into left field. That's going to get down for a base hit.
Oh, it's a grab. What a terrific
Great
catch in
catch
left
by
field.
Ruben Cordina. I got ahead of myself, and I knew as soon as the words left my mouth that I was going to be made to look silly. Not for the first time today. Ruben Cordina comes out, makes a diving catch in left field. Manly leave the bases loaded, but they do scratch over a go-ahead run here in the 6th. How will Cronulla respond when we come back with the home half? Well, Scotty, if they say if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
And that's Manly's mentality right here. They've sent Zach Morris back out here for the 6th, much in the same way that Cronulla went with Messina in the 6th. So we'll see what kind of a leash Sean Shivers is going to use.
It's like traditional baseball. Both starters going deep into the game. Love a good pitching duel.
67 pitches now for Zach Morris. His counterpart, Lewis Messina, had finished with 92.
I think that stat alone is why he's out count there.
94, in fact. Yeah, well, that's right. Once you go past that 60 number, I stand corrected, 78.
Oh, okay.
I forgot there was 61 at the start of the previous inning. 3-0 here, though, to Ryland Angel. So Morris now into the 80s. Pitch, that was 81. 82 will be coming here. Angel showing bunt on the 3-0. Not that he's dropping it down.
No.
Just trying to unsettle Morris on the mound. His team, though, have put him back into the equation.
Lead off walk, that's 50 cents.
That's it.
Yeah, Lewis was saying maybe ran out of gas a little bit at the end there, but should absolutely keep his head high. He's done everything he needed to that his team could have expected of him. Starting a grand final, he's thrown, 5 2/3?
5 2/3 it was. 1 earned run. Sorry, 2 runs both earns, rather. 5 walks, 2 strikeouts. Probably the walks that hurt him a little bit.
Yeah.
Couple of 3-0 counts.
He's kept his team in it.
But certainly effective. Got the outs when he needed to. Just the 2 walks issued by Zach Morris so far. Close play at first. Angel diving head first back in the bag. Had a 3 or 4 step lead. First time we've seen Morris revert to the pick off. Jack Fletcher now the hitter. Popped out to the shortstop in Donaghy and then struck out to end the 3rd. See if Cronulla make the most of this lead-off walk. Roland Angel with the running secondary, but not going anywhere.
I wonder if that was a hit run he checked in.
Swing and a miss. Ball on 2 strikes. No, I think it's just a positive second move over at first base. Maybe just trying to get some timing. Another check on Angel.
Almost caught him leaning.
Keeping a close eye on the Cronulla first base. Breaking pitch, lifted up. In comes King. Mills calls him off and makes the catch to record out number 1. Nice work out there by the Manly outfield communicating. I'll tell you what, that Ruben Cordina grab is something special there, Scotty Fielding.
Yeah. Big moment too.
Loaded bases, that could have scored 2, if not 3.
Could have broken the game open. In a tight game, it'd be a big lead if 2 more runs across the plate.
Begs the question, is it really Lewis Cordina in that jersey 81? That one back up the middle, though.
It's going to drop.
Off the bat of Jackson Griffiths. Got his name right for the first time today. And in what better spot than a 1-out single back up the middle. No movement yet from Sean Shivers. Oh, no, here he comes now. So he's going to make the change. Zach Morris will go to the DH. And Connor Clark will come into the game. '87 pitches, or 88 pitches for Zach Morris. 57 for strikes. We will wait for that to be confirmed, but given that Sean Shivers went to the umpire in the first instance, he goes straight to the mound, and Morris was out of the game, but he went to the umpire to maybe say Morris to DH. We'll wait and see how it gets picked up in Game Changer, but a nice grand final outing by Zach Morris, 5 1/3. 1 run on 7 scattered hits, merely committing 1 error behind Morris. An earned run, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. He'll be responsible for Fletcher and Griffiths on the base paths.
Yeah, it's good outings by both starters.
Jack and Jackson.
I think it's the right move from Sean Shivers to make the change now rather than giving the extra hitter.
Yeah, you've got to be ruthless sometimes.
Yep.
So Connor Clark takes over. He did the bulk of the work last week. 29 2/3 innings of work. He threw... Helps to go the pitching stats. Threw 4 1/3 last week, facing 17 batters. Threw 60 pitches, so good pitch economy there. Just gave up 3 hits, striking out 3. Didn't walk a runner. He had a regular season ERA of 2.95.
Let's see if he can close it out for them.
Including the playoffs, he's got it down to 2.73. So all of his appearances in relief. So it'll be his 11th outing of the year. So Colm Sheehan will bat for the Sharks with a pair of runners on. First pitch, quarter ball, top of the zone.
Is it none or 1 out? It looked like the Manly defence was playing
1
bunt
out.
defence for a second. Yeah,
A fly out to left field.
playing quite shallow.
You remember playing for the bunt, the corners. You never know with Cronulla, they like to be creative.
It would be interesting.
They are one of 2 or 3 teams that like to spring a surprise on you. And one club that certainly do play small ball very well. 2-0 here to catch a Sheehan. 3-0 now. It's always handy to bring in a fresh pitcher, mate, with the base open as well. In case you do get that first batter nerves.
Yeah. He's still looking for that first strike.
Sheehan 0 for 2 so far with us.
Wants to find it, settle the butterflies down.
Fly out to left, a fly out to centre field. Angel with his running secondary again, but didn't advance any further. Confirming that Zach Morris has stayed in the game as the DH, so see him bat. That one on the ground, little squibber to Ash Egan. And nicely executed by the Manly first base. He only had one play, that was back to his own bag. Called off his pitcher. Tough play, that one, with the ball off the end of the bat.
It was
spinning all over the place.
You could see it too from up here even.
They're the kind of balls that just spin and maybe find a rock or a little divot out there and
you just
nutmeg you and make you look silly.
Take that extra bounce.
And if it does do that, we're probably looking at a Cronulla lead. Definitely a tie ball game. Drops in the first strike to Ruben Cordina, who's kept this a 1-0 ball game with that diving catch in left field. Wasn't happy with the strike call. Have to reset, get himself back in the box. And there's the breaking ball again.
Quickly ahead.
Freezes Cordina. Had a hit back in the second, grounded out in the fourth. Strikes out here in the sixth. Manly work around a pair of base runners. They make the pitching change. Connor Clark gets a ground ball and a strikeout. Manly have a 1-0 lead heading to the championship innings of this under-18 grand final. They lead it 2-1 over the Sharks. Top of the order here for Manly in the seventh. Each team with 9 outs remaining on their season, in regulation at least.
Oh, yeah, given what happened in third grade last week.
Anything is possible. No lead is safe. We saw that last Sunday. We saw it on Wednesday night. Luke Donaghy
swinging again. Let's throw.
underneath the glove of the shortstop Gardner. Nothing you could do about it. That's his first hit on the in the grand final. Third time he's been aboard. The first time the bat's done the job for him.
Yeah.
He's walked and scored to start the game, walked in the third, flew out to left field, and now singled into left.
Just what you want from your leadoff hitter.
See how long he stays the first big, healthy lead over there.
It is, yeah.
Got to be careful.
That's me base coaching again, sorry. it's instinct.
Old habits die hard. Josh King now, he's 0 for 3, a pair of strikeouts and a ground out. He made that mistimed diving effort off the bat of tailing Cavill.
Yeah, he's got to put it out of his mind.
Hindsight's a wonderful thing, though. You can say, maybe sit back next time and do it. But we always say that after the fact.
Think on that play, though. An experienced player or a coach will be telling his defence, particularly the outfield, just keep the ball in front.
Called strike. Interesting that Manly
Because a single doesn't hurt you in that situation.
No. Interesting that Manly are going to the button here with...
Well, he did show it on the second pickoff.
He showed it on the first
he's
pickoff
about
as
to
well.
then, I think, as well.
He showed it on the previous pitch. Took strike one.
And then I think the bat started to move forward before that pickoff just now.
So
definitely looking to bunt by the sounds.
Tough with the lefty on the mound, but Manly had the lefty on the mound the last time Donaghy stole a base. Maybe they think Mogilson's got a bit of a better move towards
All
first.
slapped into the right field.
And not sure what happened to Luke Donaghy, though.
Yeah.
Was there a balk call? Is that why Donaghy didn't sprint to second? And Cavill's going to come out and ask a question. So, yeah, it looks like there was a balk call. That's why Donaghy didn't sprint to second, which will mean that King will have to come back to first, keep his at bat. Donaghy will stay at second. Or maybe he's asking what? No? Okay.
Maybe there wasn't a call made.
Well, no, there was. That's why Cavill went out there, because he went out and spoke about coming to a set. He had the two hands at his waist.
Right.
And I think that's what he was asking about.
Okay.
Yeah, well, play on.
All right.
Can never remember. I mean, I know the catcher's interference, you play what happens.
That's right.
I always thought the balk call, the play's dead automatically, and then you come back.
I would have thought so, yeah, because the balk is called before the pitch has actually been delivered.
Correct.
So there should be... There's a point in time where it's dead.
We will get that confirmed
I need a
at a
rules
later
lawyer.
point.
Right now it goes down as a hit.
Well, see, I think it happened last week somewhere as well in a game, so...
Well, it came through.
It's a rule you probably should know, but you just don't see it often, so you never remember it when it does happen.
Hopefully the umpires know it.
Now, here we are. Same situation for the third time. Runners on first and second, nobody out. Kane Flew takes the first pitch.
And he's got a sacrifice fly and 2 hits, which complicates it more if you're the coach.
Sacrifice fly, and he's 1 for 2.
Oh, sorry, yeah. Flew out to left field.
But put the ball in play.
Yeah.
And now he's behind 0-2.
So won't be bunting.
Won't be bunting. I don't know he's your 2-hole, your 3-hole hitter, but sometimes you've got to sacrifice...
1-run game, turn it over to your 4-hole.
Sacrifice, I won't say ego, but, your own... You've got to do what's right for the team. Breaking pitch, nicely delivered by Morganson. We do have a rules expert just confirming that if the ball is put in play on a balk call, it stands.
Okay, good to know.
I know there is an occasion where there is a call somewhere if a call is made and they have to come back, but we won't digress on that too much. We'll stay with the play here. 1 and 2 here to Kane Flew. And it seems that sometimes even the umpires get confused with that and bring it back. Hence why I'm confused.
I don't recall ever seeing umpires get confused.
Strike? No.
No, he's called it up. He's
Maybe a little bit high.
He's indicated it was high.
Steve Bigwood indicating that pitch was high. And good plate discipline there by Kane Flew. Gets the count back to 2 and 2. Zach Morris on deck. Now in the designated hitter role. inside, dives out of the way. The last time Kane flew, dived out of an inside pitch. Steve Bigwood had a very sore arm. Thankfully, the catcher, Colm Sheehan, was able to get glove on that one and protect his umpire. Sure, Bigwood would have been having a couple of flashbacks there. Full count pitch here to Kane Flew. And Mogginson can't find the zone. So Manly knew what was going on. They didn't need to bunt. They trusted Kane Flew to draw the walk after going behind 0-2.
Yeah, that's why we're up here and they're down there.
I don't know about you, Scotty, but Dylan Mogginson doesn't seem like he's throwing the ball hard. Looks like a couple of times there he just guided it.
Yeah, a little bit. I think you're right.
So we'll keep an eye on that.
A little bit of nerves, maybe a bit of pressure. You've got the double whammy of it being a grand final and you're only 16, 17 years old.
Kids don't feel pressure these days, do they? Surely. One of the most confident generations we've seen.
You don't show it, but you still feel it.
Oh, yeah, true. That one had a bit more mustard on it. Mogginson, 24 and a third on the season.
Interesting to see Zach Morris's approach here. There's been a number of balls in a row. Surely he'd be taking and hitting off one strike.
Well, I think you're probably looking for that strike, which is going to be
down the guts.
Down the guts, and Mogginson did well to locate that on the outside corner. I was going to say, you're looking for that one that's going to be down the guts, whether it is 2 or 3 or 2 or 3-0.
Hopefully, just picking a spot, not swinging at anything else.
Mogginson, though, climbs the ladder on this occasion. Morris's eyes lit up. Yeah. He saw
good
2
pitch.
or 3 runs on the end of that one.
Elevated well. Good pitch.
Pair of ground outs and a fly out so far for Morris. He's got the bases loaded. His team leading by a run.
Needs to put it in play if you're Manly.
24 and a third thrown by Mogginson in the under 18s. He's seen time in second grade and first grade as well. Outside corner. He's given up 11 earned runs on 24 hits, 20 walks, 20 strikeouts, and a 4.07 ERA. And these 2 runs coming on 6 hits. Cronulla 1 run on 8 hits. Lifts it right side. Is that deep enough? Fletcher underneath it. Donaghy's quick. He'll test it out. Good throw by Fletcher. Donaghy's going to get under the tag. He drops the ball. And it's a sacrifice fly off the bat of Zach Morris. It was a great throw by Jack Fletcher. It beat the runner. Colm Sheehan had a bit of distance to cover. He wasn't quite set up where he needed to be. And I reckon he probably got the tag on and got the runner out, but the ball fell out of the glove.
Yeah.
And it's another run on the board to Manly. They double their lead here in the top of the 7th.
Yeah, I think you're right. If he holds that ball, I think he might have got the call.
But a great throw from Jack Fletcher from right field. Gave Colm Sheehan every opportunity to cut down the runner at home.
Looks like they're putting Dan Mills on. Yep.
And they're going to put Mills on.
He just left his batting gloves on the dirt.
That's what you got a bat boy for, right? Surely got a bat boy in a grand final. Umpire Bigwood just flicks it away.
I reckon his mum's in the crowd somewhere going, that's just like his room.
You'd expect a Columbia University student to be a little bit tidier than that, don't you?
Well, he's not there yet. Living in a dorm.
Lachlan Ludbrook
Lift your game, Dan Mills.
He's 0 for 2 with a walk. He scored the winning run against Ryde 7 days ago. Can he increase Manly's lead? Dan Mills 1 for 2 with a walk and an intentional walk. One and one here to the Manly catch-up.
Action in the Cronulla bullpen too. Another lefty.
Another lefty, lefty heavy. Another one ripped right side. This time Fletcher's got to go back for it. And Josh King will happily take home Over to third goes Flew. The ball gets away, but only briefly. And Jackson Griffiths is going to come out of that mini collision over at third base. A little bit worse for Flair, but back-to-back sack flies by Zach Morris and Lachlan Ludbrook. So he's Manly increased their lead to 3. Josh King coming in and scoring. And we'll just have a moment here for Jackson Griffiths.
Just checking on him. I caught a bit of a cleat on that slide.
Came Flew, went hard to third base, so that throw headed his way.
Yeah.
Nicely cut off there by Roland Angel to change the angle and go after the run ahead in the third. Didn't have a shot on Josh King as the ball was hit deeper this time.
Yeah, nothing dirty about the slide, just going in hard baseball.
A pair of sacrifice flies sandwiched around an intentional walk. Mills moved up to second on that throw to third base. And Manly probably with their best hitter in the last 2 games in Ash Egan. He had a pair last week. He's got a pair this week, including a big RBI to put Manly back in front.
Yeah, it looks just like, Manly scored 3 runs on 3 sacrifice flies out of their 4.
Certainly have.
Bit of execution.
Flew, Morris, Ludbrook. Last time they played an under-18 grand final, they had 3 runs come on after a sacrifice fly as well. The initial run on the sac fly, 2 after the 2 errors. A little bit of history repeating. It's Manly now 4-1 in the front. In the top of the 7th, they still have 9 outs to make. Top of the zone. Morganson just missing. Egan on the ground to the shortstop. Gardner backhands it. Long throw. Records out number 3, but it's 2 on the board for Manly. They stretch their lead out to 3. We head to bottom of the 7th. 4-1, Manly over Cronulla. Nine 1-2 here for Cronulla. It'll be Lewis Gardner who made the play for the final out on the top half of the 7th, and Liam Anderson tailing Cavill. Cronulla trailing by 3. Scotty Fielding.
Big dig for both sides right here.
Manly 9 outs away. Cronulla needing a couple of runs to tie it up. Making pitch by Connor Clark. He came out and...
Yeah, in the context of this baseball game, a 3-run lead with 9 outs does feel quite substantial, so Cronulla needs to find one here if they can. Give themselves a chance in the 8th and the 9th.
Connor Clark came out and retired Sheehan and Cordina to end the 6th. He's ahead here, 0-2 on Lewis Gardner.
Working quickly.
2 bounces to Donaghy. Comes up, takes it on the in between, and it's going to get over the head of Ash Egan at first. So the start Cronulla needed. They need a base runner any way they can. And they're going to get it. On a throwing error by Luke Donaghy. Did all the hard work to get to the ball and take it on that in-between hop.
Yeah, is that the little spot of luck that Cronulla needs?
Mainly though, they do have a 3-run buffer, but we've seen how quickly those buffers can disappear. Right.
No lead is secure in a grand final.
Especially up 3 in the 7th. Saw that in the women's grand final last week.
I think in 3rd grade as well.
3rd grade, 3-run lead.
Yeah, in the 9th.
In the 9th. That game going to 12. And a 2-run lead on Wednesday night.
Anderson looking for his first hit today.
For Cronulla, they'll be hoping it's a sign of things to come. Mainly, they won't want to give up any more free outs. Two 2-0 here to Anderson. Pair of strikeouts and a pop out. Clark with the hold. Can't find the zone to Anderson here. He's behind 3-0. Clark just needs to go to his best pitch here.
Yeah.
You figure Anderson will be taking, maybe taking all the way. Outside corner, can't find it. So Connor Clark with a bit of work to do here. Now, interesting for Manly, though, they have Aiden Patterson as probably their next guy to go to, which would take Zach Morris out of the game as a DH. And because Morris threw over the 60 pitches, he can't come into the field at all. So,
yeah, it's an interesting time. I think we're looking at bunt. Here we go.
Yep, here's the baseball 101 here that Manly have chosen not to employ. Connor Clark just missing the zone here. It's 5 straight balls. Needs to tighten it up. Shows the bunt, gets it down. No one at first. Where did Patterson go?
Oh, he's hung up 3rd.
Back throw to 3rd base, and Gardner's out. They're going to get an out. That is lucky for Manly. Lewis Gardner caught napping. Don't know why he was coming down. I just saw Connor Clark point over towards 1st base. 3rd base, rather. Aiden Patterson maybe missed the memo during the week on how to play bunt defense. And he went to 2nd. Probably because the runners were in motion maybe before the bunt, so he was expecting maybe a throw over to 2nd.
Well, they need to be talking about that before the play's made. I think. Work out where the pitch is going, where the 1st baseman's going. 3rd base will hang back to get the lead if they can.
Defensive lapse by Aiden Patterson, but Manly, they find it out.
Somehow, life finds a way.
Instead of loaded bases, nobody out. They had runners on 1st and 2nd. The double play ball still in effect. Can Aiden Patterson turn it and redeem himself? And we'll call that a fielder's choice.
But it's Cronulla's their most dangerous hit of the day here. 3-hole. Matt Trainer, who's 3-hole.
I don't even want to say it. It'll be a tie ball game at least.
If he does, it's a cycle.
Well, an unofficial cycle. Aiden Patterson, he will get the double play. You can't write about this, Scotty Fielding. Aiden Patterson missed his assignment on the bunt defense. The ball gets hit to him on a loop, and he flicks it up to Luke Donaghy a 2nd to get the double play and get out of the inning. Manly dodge a bullet. They're 6 outs away from the under-18 championship 4-1. We head to the 8th. 8-9-1 for Manly. They've dodged a bullet. And sometimes those breaks can really get you going. Aidan Patterson with the missed assignment on the bunt defence. But he comes up, snags the line drive off the bat of Matt Traynor, who's looking for a home run. And then flipped it over to Luke Donaghy to get out number 3.
Yeah, Manly reverting on that play to plan B.
That's
Better
it.
to be lucky than good.
And unfortunately, Lewis Gardner was erased on that missed assignment by Manly, so they still managed to get an out on the bunt. Bunt defence working perfectly, maybe. Maybe that was the plan. Anyway, we move to the 8th.
Wheels within wheels.
6 outs remaining for both sides in regulation.
Maybe Manly's playing chess and we're playing checkers. I don't think so, though.
No. Sometimes you just get lucky.
Yeah.
Adachi lifts it. Lots of fly balls off the pitching of the Cronulla arms today. That one's taken out there by Matt Traynor for out number 1. And here is that man, Aidan Patterson. Oh, 4-3. Reached on error back in the 3rd. Grounded out in the 5th. And then almost gave Manly some extra runs, except for a player in left field named Ruben Condino, who laid out and made a great catch to end the 6th inning.
Yeah, the scoring notation F7 doesn't tell the whole story, does it?
That one into centre field, but it's straight at Matt Traynor. And 2 quick outs here for Cronulla. Combined 2 for 12, the bottom 3, or 2 for 11 rather, with the walk. Manly's bottom 3. 3 fly-outs, 3 ground-outs, and a diving catch. 5th time here for Luke Donaghy today. Outside corner. He takes ball 1. Tensions are high. Although the supporters have just taken a moment to take a breath and reset. That one off the front of the grandstand and back out. Nicely handled by Steve Bigwood. Didn't
even check it.
Didn't even check it. Umpire-like.
Oh, if I'm the hitter, I'm asking him to.
Four-1 Manly lead here in the 8th. Mogginson gets it in there and he gets the ground ball. And no problems over there by Jackson Griffiths. He's recovered from the collision at 3rd with Kane Flew. And it's a nice 1-2-3 inning for Dylan Mogginson. His team need to get going when we come back with the home half of the 8th inning. 4, 5, and 6 for Cronulla here in the 8th. Angel, Fletcher, Griffiths. All three of them got aboard. So 2 of the 3 got aboard in Angel and Griffiths in the 6th. We're looking to do the same thing here. Connor Clark needs a better inning here. Top of the zone, ball 1. Started the last inning a little bit rusty, but managed to get out of it. Cronulla hoping they get a couple of opportunities here. That one down and away.
Cronulla hitters now 6 more outs for the game, potentially. Need to be taking the approach, just turn it over to the next guy. Get on any way you can. And just keep passing the baton.
What's their...
Ooh, gets a borderline outside call there.
I'm going to say first pitch. Their first pitch mentality probably changed a little bit here with the change of pitcher, and obviously with Connor Clark struggling just a little bit.
Yeah, I think so.
Although he's even the count here at 2-2 now, Connor Clark. Maybe he's found his range. Just needs to keep going. Top of the zone, just missing. It's missed there all day. And it's only a strike when you want a strike. But it hasn't been a strike all day. Nice. Good consistency there by umpire Steve Bigwood. That's strike 3. No, yes! Late call. There was probably a call down at field level. Angel knew it. And as soon as Ludbrook turned around, he let everybody else know it was strike 3 because the punch out from the umpire came after that. Angel not happy. Throws his glove and his bat and his helmet back into the dugout. But a huge first out.
I think he's more upset about the outcome rather than that pitch, though.
A big bounce back by Connor Clark. Will that give him...
Yeah, it's a couple of breaking pitches he's thrown for strikes now, so give him some confidence.
Give him the motivation to finish his game off.
It's going to drop
Little
in.
flare. Dan Mills is playing a long way up the line there. Interesting field placement by the Manly defence.
Yeah, the no doubles defence probably at this stage.
Quite possible, but
He was shading a long way, though.
he was shading the line more than playing in that more regulation left field spot. So maybe a bit of scouting there.
So Jackson Griffiths.
Jackson Griffiths, yep.
He's 2 for today.
Took me 4 innings, but we worked it out.
Had a good day so far. We're going to keep it going.
It's been busy in the hot corner as well.
A little bit on that pick-off attempt. It's a big lead there at first.
Yeah, well, he's a tall boy. That one
That's
lifted
up high.
left side.
He's drifting a little bit, but there.
Settles underneath it, makes the catch. Maybe that's where they were playing there for Jack Fletcher. Now this inning, the reverse of their previous 4, 5, 6, it was Angel and Griffiths to get on. And Fletcher getting out. This time Angel and Griffiths are out and Fletcher's got himself aboard. So job here for the catcher, Colm Sheen, to keep this inning going with a runner on first and 2 out.
You do feel that Cronulla needs to score on this inning to give themselves a chance in the 9th. Looking to rally now.
Manly do find the third out here. It'll be 8-9-1 due up for Cronulla in the 9th.
Nicely blocked there by Ludbrook. Keep the runner out of scoring position.
Manly will have 2, 3, 4 coming up. And Sheehan is able to keep the inning going. Rips that into left field. Dan Mills, busy man out there in this innings. Had 3 hit at him. He's only been able to catch the 1.
Cronulla refusing to go quietly.
As would any team in a grand final.
That's right.
They've got 4 outs left to play with.
Battle to your last chance.
The 8th and 9th inning is where the magic can happen. You see it so often in playoff baseball. Ground ball, though, hit to Kane Flew. Fields it, steps on the base. And Cordina will go down on the fielder's choice. Manly work around a couple of base runners. They're 3 outs away from taking home the under-18 state championship. We're headed to the 9th. So into the 9th, Mogginson will face King. It was a single into right field for Josh King the last time he faced Dylan Mogginson. Both teams down to their final 3 outs. Manly with a 3-run lead. Can they seal the deal? Or have Cronulla got something left in the tank for the death of the game? And Mogginson, his last 3 of his last 4 outs have been fly balls into centre field. And Matt Trainer, who's 3 for 4 today, is more than happy to make the catch out there. Aside from the intentional walk, he's retired the last seven batters he's faced. 2 via the sack fly, pair of ground outs, and a trio of fly outs.
Okay, he settled in.
Both the sack flies being hit into right field to Jack Fletcher. Fletcher, who made a great throw to almost get King at home. Or Donaghy, rather. It was Gardner's made 2 of those outs. That Train up 3 of them. Kane Flew now. He's had a busy day. Over the head and into left field. That'll be extra bases. Heading to second, turning around to third. He's going to be waved all the way around to third.
He's in there.
And despite the best efforts by Ruben Cordina to get the ball back in, Kane Flew is at third base with a triple. And Manly have a very important insurance run standing at third. That one just kept going over Cordina.
I think Cordina didn't realise it was hit that hard. Went sideways in his first step rather than back. And that might have been the difference.
Came up with a...
Just over his head.
Came up with what was a game-saving dive in left field to finish the 6th inning. He's had a busy day catching fly balls out there. Manly finally get a break and get one over the top of Cordina in left. Zach Morris with a chance to give Manly another run. Straight
great grab.
at the catcher,
he's
Gardner.
doubled off.
Safe at third. Lewis Gardner with the grab. He's a tall shortstop. A little bit of a jump and a reach. Has him at third. And Kane Flew looked to be doubled off, but Billy Green's called safe. Blake Cavill's out there. Jaden Cavill, rather, is out there, and he's just going to confer. He's told someone to knock it off. It's the first baseman, Rylan Angel, who's been told to settle down. So the umpires are going to get together and just confer on this. You can rewind back at home.
It looked very close. Very close.
I was calling him out.
I would have. That was my instinct as well.
Did the cameras pick it up? Maybe not. It was too quick for our production crew. Is that the opportunity that Cronulla need to get them off the canvas? They're going to have 9-1-2 coming up.
I can't imagine they're going to overrule. I mean, Billy was right there, and he's called it safe.
He might have had the best angle, though. He's going to call over Sean Shivers, and it looks like
maybe.
No. I'm going to talk to both coaches now, so we'll see. Home plate umpire Steve Bigwood in there as well to oversee it. And it is out at third. Cronulla do get the play. A huge double play by Lewis Gardner, combining with Jackson Griffiths. They end the Manly inning. They get Kane Flew at third. Manly 3 outs away.
I think they got the right call.
I think it was the right call.
Yeah, it's a big one.
From the naked eye,
it did look just
Kane
out.
Flew was definitely a step short of the bag. And in the moment, like I said, the angle was tough for Billy Green. He would have been right in line with the throw and the bag.
And he's behind.
And he would have been out of the proper sight. They say you want a 90-degree angle between where the play is and where the throw is coming from. But well done for Billy Green for getting together with the crew. That's why they work as a team. So Cronulla, they trail by 3. They're going to have 9-1-2 come up. Connor Clark's going to be tasked with closing out this game and picking up the save. Zach Morris in line for the win. Dylan Mogginson on the hook for the Sharks. What have Cronulla got left? The first 3 batters are a combined 1 for 9. Make that 1 for 8 with a triple and a walk. A pair of strikeouts. It'll be Lewis Gardner in the 9-hole, then Liam Anderson and Taylor Cavill. Gardner started a double play. Using his height advantage and then a little jump into the air to make the catch. What's in store for the final 3 outs? Top of the zone. Connor Clark for ball 1.
Clark's blood pressure just ticks up 1 notch.
I don't know if Aiden Patterson was warming up. Check swing. Fouls it off.
I think he got away with one there.
Into the Cronulla supporters.
I suspect that might have been ball 2 if he hadn't offered at it. Everyone's nervous.
The Cronulla supporters starting to make a little bit of noise. Lewis Gardner. 1 hop to Donaghy. Doesn't make the error this time. 1 away. Manly needing just 2 outs. The top of the order now with Liam Anderson. He's 0 for 3 with a walk. Ground ball fouled off the leg. Steve Bigwood will just give Liam Anderson a moment to shake it off. Maybe change the ball. He's going to change it this time. Didn't change when he hit the roof. Maybe scraping some boot polish off it. Or was it pine tar?
Give me a little bit extra time. Ask him if he's okay.
Not wearing a shin guard, so obviously Liam Anderson not known for chopping it into his own foot.
Seems to be moving okay, though.
Behind the count, 0-1. Clark fires it in, just misses low. 1-1, 1 out. Manly's 4 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors. Cronulla 1 run, 10 hits, 1 error. On the ground to Donaghy. Second assist of the inning. Fires a strike to Ash Egan, and Egan accepts. 2 out. Manly 1 out away. Taylor Cavill's batted in every odd inning so far. The first, the third, the fifth, the seventh, and now the ninth.
Good hit if you want to keep it alive.
He needs to start the Cronulla rally here. Outside corner, missing low for ball 1. Connor Clark, I don't think his first pitch strike percentage is very high, but whatever he's doing, it's been effective. Left side, Mills over to it. He makes the catch. And Manly are your under-18 champions in the New South Wales State League for 2023-24. And what a performance it was. Zach Morris, 5 1/3 innings of 1-run ball, striking out 4 on 7 hits. Connor Clark came in, he's fired 3 2/3. That's 7 innings of shutout playoff baseball in the last 2 weeks. He struck out 2. 2 hits to Kane Flew, 2 to Ash Egan. Donaghy walked twice, scored twice. Josh King came in, Kane Flew scored a run. The top 3 of Manly scoring the 4 runs. And Scott Fielding, what a performance by both teams.
Mate,
a nail-biter.
A terrific grand final, a great pitching duel from both starters. I think, Manly got away with it, just managed to scrape a couple of hits together in that 7th inning. And Cronulla was just too big a hill to climb back.
Cronulla with 10 hits, 3 of the Matt Trainer. He had a single, a double, an unofficial triple. He did his best. He has plenty of work out in centre field. Taylor Cavill also had a pair of hits. And Jackson Griffiths, Colm Sheehan, Ruben Cordina and Jack Fletcher racking up to 10 hits. Taylor Cavill mustered the only run of the ball game. But it was Manly winning the under-18 grand final here at Blacktown International Sports Park. A solid effort, a tight grand final, and finally a game where we didn't have late drama in the 9th.
Yeah, a really nicely tight-fought, hard-played game. Love it.
Well, a big thank you to everybody tuning in. Well done to both of our teams. A great job by Cronulla. They finished the year as minor premiers. They were the best team all year. But Manly, they've come from the clouds. They've finished the regular season in 4th, and they've battled all the way through, knocking over Borkham Hills and Ryde over the last 2 weeks. And they will head back to the Northern Beaches, a very happy bunch. Thank you for tuning in to our Under-18s Grand Final. We have another game coming up at 6 p.m. It'll be game 2 of our first grade series between MacArthur and Blacktown. Until then, we'll see you and catch you later for the game tonight.